Good morning, everybody. Jillian Bamford here for my bar fitness class with Berkshire Yoga Dance and Fitness. All you're going to need today is some water, a set of light weights, or go ahead and grab some cans or water bottles. I'm going to use my Pilates ball. You can skip this or just use a playground ball, a mat, and what am I forgetting? I'm forgetting something. Oh, of course. A bar or something to use as your bar for something for stability. So you can use the back of a couch, a heavy chair, a countertop, railing, mantle, whatever you have that's going to be stable and not uncomfortable for you. And we'll get started. We're going to do warm up. We'll work through the upper body and then hit the bar, back to the mat for core, and then we will cool down. So let's get started. So go ahead and straddle your mat. We're going to take a wide second position. So sternal rotation from the hips. We're already thinking about lengthening our body here from head to toe, shoulders down and back, abs pulled in. Again, a sternal rotation of those hips. We're in that wide second position. We bring the arms out slightly rounded in front of the shoulders. So you should have that nice little slope. You can tuck those thumbs in if it's comfortable, and we're just going to slide down our wall and up, down and up. So as I'm sliding down, this is very important and it's a common mistake. I'm not taking a squat here. So as I'm sliding down, I'm like toast in a toaster, or panes of glass are sandwiching me here. So my shoulders stay in line with the hips, neutral spine, knees over toes. So keep that chest proud. Four more, we're going to pulse it at the bottom. Stay nice and tall, don't lock out those knees. Two more. Last one, hold it down, little pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it here. Reach one arm long, reaching through the fingertips. And then back to center, plie down again. Other side. Back to center, plie, drop that right shoulder, then the left. We'll take a few here, should feel awesome. So many of us hold all that tension in our shoulders, I know I do. They always want to be creeping up, very tight. One more each side. And then lift up out of it. Second position arms again, plie, step touch. So you're going to push up one side, point the toe. Doesn't have to be perfect. We're just warming up. I want you to be nice and tall here. So make sure you're not hinging forward, keeping that chest proud. You're nice and lengthened. 4, 3, 2, last one each side. Shake it out. Bring those feet hip width, fifth position, arms nice and rounded in front of the shoulders. Abs pulled in, shoulders down, high knee. Take it nice and slow to start. Keep breathing. Take it slow. We're going to add in the arms. 4, 3, 2, last one. Add in the arms, alternating sides. Abs pulled in. Four more. 3, 2, Last one. Shake it out again. Feet back in hip width. And then fifth position arms. This time we're going to lead with the knee, snap the foot out in a kick. Last part of our warm-up here. We've got 4, 3. We're going to finish with the arms and then the twist. Last one. Add in the arms. Four more. Last 2. Last one. Now from here, back to the high knee. This time, opposite elbow, opposite knee. Just 8 of these. 7, 6. Get that rotation. 3, 2. Last one. Shake it out. Let's get started. Down to the mat, tricep dips. So seated on the mat, toes facing forward, hands come behind you, fingertips facing forward. If you need to modify, if you have any hand or wrist injuries and wanting to stay here, you can work against your own body weight. Otherwise, we lift up to bridge, and we're going to stack the heels. If that's not comfortable, keep them planted. And we've got 10 dips. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Now let's switch demi point. Balls of our feet. Again, if it's not comfortable, go ahead, keep them flat. Another set of 10. Here we go. 10, 9. Don't lock out those elbows. Make sure they're bending. And that you're not just dipping the pelvis, right? We don't want this. Get that bend in the elbow, and we're just not locking up on the way up. 4, 3, 2, last one. From here, you're going to drop one heel, extend the opposite leg so it's lined up with opposite knee. We've got 10 each side. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Last set, then we'll stretch those triceps. Extend the leg, point the toe. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Doing great. 2, and 1. Bring it down. Hit those triceps. Other side. So we're going to flip over and do a 60-second plank. So whatever variation you want to take, forearm, straight arm on your knees. Get in position now. Here we go. Starting now, 60 seconds. Let's keep it strong. And making sure that we have those hips tucked under. So we don't want to be in a downward dog position. We also don't want to be sagging towards the floor. Abs pulled in, shoulders down, pressed away from the ears. Keep it strong. I was going to check those comments. Oh, it's just watching. Okay, cool. I never can tell. I have like the worst eyesight, even with contacts in. I figured it would be like a tech error, knowing my luck with technology. 20 seconds. Stay strong. Abs pulled in, shoulders pulling away from the ears. Whew. 10 seconds. Stay strong. 3, 2, and 1. Drop it down. Press back to child. And then we're going to slowly make our way to standing. You can go ahead and grab your weights if you're going to use them. So we're going to start feet hip width, plie, little tuck. So all I want to do when I'm tucking is just a little tilt here, then neutral pelvis, tailbone towards the floor, abs are in. So don't lose this position. I don't want you straightening your legs, hinging forward, hinging backwards. So really be mindful of your form here. Let's dig in. Arms come 90 degrees, toes are in parallel, abs pulled in, shoulders down, elbows come in towards the waist, 90 degrees, and we're nice and tall through the crown of the head, little pulses. Ten more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, get ready. 90 degrees from here, up, down, up, and down. So I want you to think about the controlled movement here. Keep working. Just giving you a little tips here since I can't be there to check on your form. I want you to make sure that the shoulders aren't creeping up. You're not losing that bend in the knee. Keeping your abs in. And that the elbows aren't going out here, right? Going willy-nilly. Shoulders down and back. We've got 10, 9. Full extensions are next. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to go down and up. Full extension with control. Keeping that position, watching those shoulders, pretending we have magnets in those elbows, keeping us nice and tucked in to the waist. We don't want those elbows past the waist either because we want to isolate those biceps. So you don't want to be back here. We got this. Hammer curls coming up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now the long, hold the weight the long way. Hammer curl. Lower body stable. Keep breathing. Ten more. We're going to finish with a combo. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now go back to a regular curl here. So we're going to go curl up. Get that rotation. So wait a minute. So full curl up. Get that rotation, hammer curl down. There we go. Took me a minute. Last set. So maybe you're not going to get through the whole set. Maybe you got to put those weights down. What I want you to worry more about, and I know it's so hard to get over it, but we're just going to get over it today, right? Worry less about reps and more about form. That is step one. If you don't have the right form, other muscles are going to overcompensate. It's just going to be, I mean, there's like a million reasons why, right? Whew. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. All right, go ahead. Put your weights down for a moment. Palm facing away from you. Gently press down on those fingertips. Squeezing those biceps, stretching out. We're into shoulders next. All right. So again, 2 modifications for this next series. So we're going to be on demi-points on the balls of our feet. If that's too much or you have an injury, keep them flat. You can also bypass the weights, or if you get up there, the weights are really affecting your balance, you can also drop those. I'll leave it up to you. Listen to your body. So start in a tight parallel. Heels and toes touching, thighs zipped up, abs are in, ribcage closed, shoulders down and back, lengthen through the crown of our head. Rock back on those heels to your natural first position. So it's an external rotation from the hips, not the knees. You want to make sure that you're not coming out too wide. You shouldn't feel any pulling in the hips. If you are, bring it in a little bit. From here, if you're going to modify, plie down, diamond shape between the legs. There's your plie. Otherwise, straight legs, we lift up. Walk those heels together so the heels kiss. Plie down 2 inches, little tuck. So when I'm doing this, all I want to do here is just adjust that pelvis, abs pulled in, tailbone towards the floor. And those heels are still squeezing. You really got to work on that balance, right? So tuck, pull those abs in, bring the arms out. Make sure you're stable here. I don't know about you, but I'm already starting to shake. I want you to start little circles forward. Keep it small. So you want to be locking down on the ankles. If you feel those heels dropping, seriously, come flat. Because that's how you can hurt yourself. So if that's happening, it does happen a lot. Especially if you, like, this is one of your first classes, come down flat to the floor. Especially since we have the weights. And sometimes if you lose the weights, it's a little bit easier too. Circles, reverse direction. Here we go. Eight, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to go pinkies to the sky. Little pulses here. I want you to watch your lower body. Make sure those knees aren't buckling and you keep that diamond shape. Keep breathing. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now flip it over. Hitch your ride. Pulse it up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's keep it going. Couple more. Then we're going to alternate. Woo! Stay with me. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we go pinky, thumb, pinky, thumb. Woo! Again, drop those weights if you need to. No shame. I'm usually the first one. Stay strong. 8, 7. One more set after this. 4, 3, 2. Last one. From here, elbow dips. We're going to bend those arms in so they land just behind the back. Extend it out. Squeeze those muscles and then extend. Watch that lower body again. If it's too much, come flat to the floor. Last set. Squeeze it out. Really get that squeeze on the way back. Make sure those abs are braced in. Keep breathing. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Doing great. 3, 2. Last one. Hold it out here. Just hold it out. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Drop those weights. Woo! Stretch out the shoulder. One more set for upper body. Hitting the triceps again. Lots of fun. Make sure you take the stretches. Usually we're stretching after every muscle group. Sip of water if you need it. And then we're going into triceps. So triceps, you're going to come into a nice tight parallel, plie, and then hinge about 45 degrees, abs are in, and we bring the palms facing up, right behind us. Little pulses up. So what I want you to watch out for, keep those pulses up, is that you don't let those abs go, you don't straighten the legs, and you don't lift that back. So don't be bent all the way over here, but you also don't want to be straight, right? With the knees locked out. Whew, 4 more. We're into the next move. 3, 2, last one. Now we're going to bring those palms in, squeeze them together like you're about to clap your hands together. Squeeze, squeeze. You got this. If it's way too much with those weights, drop it. Drop it. There's always a modification. You know, I hate using that word. I like to say customization, or just taking it down a notch. Some days you may not just be feeling it, right? You may just not be up for it. You still want to push yourself, but you don't want to injure yourself, so you can't move at all, right? Whew. Last one, we reverse it. 4, 3, 2, I meant to say last 4, sorry. Bring the backs of the hands together. Now we're gonna, like we're treading through water. Out, out. Keep that engagement here. Woo! These ones are difficult in a totally different way, right? Totally different angle we're working here. Woo! We've got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to crisscross. So behind your back, crisscross. Squeezing, right? Crisscross. Whew. Feet are planted into the mat. Stay with me here. Almost done. Kickbacks are next. Couple more sets here. And then we're at the bar. 4, 3, 2, last one. Now I want you to roll those shoulders down and back. Elbow's going to act like a hinge. Top part of the arm is not going to move. Extend back, squeeze it in. So this is controlled. So you want to make sure you're not swinging those arms out like you got wings, right? Wings are great, but not in your kickback. And that's what we're trying to burn off, right? Is those wings. Keep breathing. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it out. Micro kickback, so halfway. Keep it strong, abs are in. Make sure we're not letting go and we're not leaning back. 45 degrees, thighs pulled in together, heels and toes touching. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it out here, little pulses. 8, 7, 6. You know the last day we're going to add a little balance challenge. Whew. And actually we're going to do an extra set. Whew. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it here. Go ahead and trace. This is optional. That right leg back. Send it back. Little pulses. 8, 7. Hips are shining forward. Oh, my leg's shaking. Little pulses. 4, 3, 2, and 1. We bring it back in. Other side. Oh, geez. I feel ya. Keep those hips squared off. Abs are in. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold. Bring it back in. Upper body is done. Let's stretch. Hit the triceps. Awesome job. Let's go to the bar. So I'm going to go ahead and push my mat out of the way. Remember that water as you need it. So from here, going right into warm up with those elevates. Bring those heels and toes into touch. Thighs zip together. Abs are in. Ribcage closed off. Shoulders down. Lengthen through the crown of the head. We have a gentle press on the bar. No death grips. And we lift and lower. Lift and lower. Nice and easy for this first set. I want you to feel it out. If you have an injury or it's too much, you feel kind of crampy in those calves as you go up, I want you to take it down a notch. Lift up halfway, lower down. Be ready to go a little bit faster for our next set of 8. Then we'll take a balance. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it on your last one. See if you can balance. It's okay to shake, embrace it. Drop it down. This time we're going to go half up. So we lift all the way up, or wherever we're at in our lift, and we lower halfway down. Stay with me. So if your heel's touching the floor, you're going too far. If this is too intense, you can always go back to that starting position. Whew. Another set at 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it on your last one. See if we can take that balance one more time. Ooh. And then slowly drop it down. Extend one leg back. Stretch it out. Other side. This time we're going to take a high parallel plie. So if you've taken this class the past probably 2 weeks, we've been working on this. This is our little warm up to go into our lunge series. Heels and toes together, thighs zipped up, abs in, rib cage closed, shoulders down and back. Gentle press, standing nice and tall. Like we have a string, just lengthening us. From here we lift. Plie down 1 inch. Keep it tall. So normally we go down to 2 or 3. We're going to go down 1. Little tuck. So from here, I just want that tailbone towards the floor. So same thing. We're just adjusting that pelvis, pulling up through the front of the abs, shoulders over the hips. Nice tall heels. If that's too much for you, keep them flat. Take that plie with the feet planted. And we're just going to pulse here, little 1 inch pulse. Ooh, keep those thighs together, abs are in. Eight more, we're going to pull that right leg out, go into our lunge. 5, 4, 3, 2, hold. Take a balance, and then we're entering lunge city. Oh, drop it down, go ahead and extend that right leg back. And I'm going to just change 1 second so you guys can see. You want to make sure you get that proper form with the lunge. So you're going to step, right foot back. Front knee should be lined up with the front ankle. Back knee lined up underneath the hip. Little pulses. I want you to keep the chest proud, so don't lean in towards the bar. Here we go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Midline squeeze, everybody's favorite. Back knee goes in. It's small, but it feels huge. Am I right? In. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, other option, you can either go back into that lunge pulse, or, ooh, my legs are shaking really bad today. You can releve the front foot. Here we go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it, and release. Back in those high parallel plies. Then we got the left side to do. Let's do this. Now we're going to do a little bit of booty work. Lift it up, plie down 1 inch. 1 inch pulses here. 2 sets of 8. We're going to think of it as 2 sets of 8, not 16, because that just seems like we're doing less, right? Like, oh, 2 sets of 8. 16, it's like, oh man, double digits. Whew. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold, and release it. Drop those heels, left leg back. Lunge position. We got this. From here, little pulses. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh, midline squeeze, so that back knee squeezes in. Make sure those toes are parallel. We got this. Woo. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Option to releve that front foot. 8 more. Let's do it. 8, 7, 6. Doing great. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh, release it. You can drop those heels for a moment. Press those hips back. Walk it up. Stretch out the quads each side. Doing great. Whew. Stretch the other side. And then we're going to go ahead and go into some tandus. So side of the bar. So you want to make sure, let me adjust so I'm not too close. So I want you to stand nice and tall, side of the bar. Heels and toes into touch. Shoulders down and back, abs are in. And you're going to be in that tight parallel. Rock back on those heels, your natural first position. Now this hand can stay on the hip, or you can lift it up, if you like, or out. Up to you. I'm going to tandu my outside leg. So it's out to the side and behind me. So I should have kind of like a diagonal line here. Proud chest. So I'm not hinging forward and I'm not sinking into that shoulder. I'm going to contract my glutes. Lift. So I have a pointed toe. Straight leg. So I'm not locking out my knee, but I'm getting that stretch to the back of the knee. Keeping it nice and straighter. We got this. Use those glutes. Don't discount yourself. Work those bad boys. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it up. Little pulses here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it here, and you're going to plie with that supporting leg. If that's not in the cards for you, do another set of pulses. So my knee is tracking over the toes as I do that. So just make sure that inside leg tracking over the toe, lifted leg, dead weight, along for the ride. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop it down, bring it back to first, inside leg, figure 4. And then we flip over other side. So tight parallel, nice and tall. Rock back on those heels. Natural first position. Abs are in. Tandu, out to the side behind you. Up to you what you do with the arm. Squeeze the glutes. Lift and lower. Use those glutes. 8, 7, 6. Pulses are next. 4, 3, 2. Hold it up. Chest stays proud. Little pulse. 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it up. Plie with that supporting leg. Toe is pointed. Still squeezing the glutes. Dead weight here. Little plies. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it. And then release it. Back to first. Inside leg again. Figure 4. All right. So here's where I'm going to grab my Pilates ball. If you don't have it, setup's the same. If you do have one, make sure it's slightly deflated here. Put it on the floor. So first position plie. Oops. Heels and toes are touching. So make sure those heels are kissing and that they're not at both the opposite ends of the ball. Should be about an elbow's distance from the bar. We plie down. 2 inches, little tuck. So again, I just want the tailbone towards the floor, pulling up through the abs, gentle press, shoulders over the hips, diamond shape between the thighs. This is our home base where we start right here. We go down and up, down and up. Squeeze up, squeeze those glutes up. Notice how I'm not going up all the way, locking those knees out. Keep that plie, keep that bend at the top. We're working just as hard, but we're being more gentle on the knee joint. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it here. Balance check. So I just want to go over the form real quick. Hold it. Be holding. Hopefully you're holding. So I just want you to make sure. Little tuck. Shoulders over the hips. So no sticking that booty back, right? Shoulders over the hips. Balance check. Release it. If you have to come fully out of it, that's fine, but jump right back in. So now from here, plie down 1 more inch from your home base. Knee pulses. Press back. 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 So it's so small, right? Back. Back. Not forward and back. Oh, I need to get a drink. Back. Back. 1 more set. And then I think we'll be on our last bar move. Our bar series. Oh. Oh, geez. And the balls can be tricky sometimes. They like to run away. All right, from here, I just want you to hold it. And we're going to press right heel into the ball, then the left. So alternate to start. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now press both heels. 8, 7, just the heels. Don't lose that form. 4, 3, 2, hold it. Balance. Oh, I'm shaking. Can you see me shaking? Oh, and release. Get your ball out of the way. Stretch out those quads. Awesome job. Are you burning? Are you there? Are you with me? Let me know. Other side. Make sure you take your stretch. Keep those hips squared here. All right, we're going to go into our arabesque. Take a sip of water if you need it. We're nearing the home stretch, about to go to the mat. So you have 2 options for or a few options for arabesque. I don't mean to bore you, I just want to give them to you off the bat because I'm not there to set you up and go into the options. So you can go in tabletop back, heels together, toes apart, back is flat, abs pulled in. Or if you have any lower back issues, you can stack your forearm. You still want heels together, toes apart. If that's still not working for you, walk it up. From here, whatever position you need, I want those hips squared, shoulders pulling away from the ears, especially if you're in that tabletop position. Heels together, toes apart. Go ahead and tandu the right leg back. Squeeze the glutes, lift. Feel that engagement on the lift. Now if it's too much, try not to lift so high. You can also decrease the range of motion. Keep it small. Use those glutes. Upper body stable, hips are squared, toe is pointed, doing great. So as I lift, I'm keeping that leg behind the hip. So my hips are squared. Squeeze. 4, 3, 2, hold it at the top. Plie. So knee tracks over the toes, lifted leg, dead weight. Are you with me? It's gonna be lots of fun. One more set after this, then we switch sides. Stay strong. If this is too much, you can just stay here and pulse at the top. So that lifted leg, dead weight. Woo. 4, 3, 2, we're gonna add on to this move here. So we're gonna plie, lift up, pulse. Plie, lift, squeeze those glutes and pulse. So make sure you come all the way to the top first. So we plie, knee tracks over toes, pulse. Oh, you feel that booty working? Stay with me. Whew. Got another side to do. 4, 3, 2, last one. I want you to plie down again. 8 pulses, just for a bonus round. 8, 7, 6. See if you can keep that knee bent. Really challenging. 4, 3, 2, hold. Undo the leg back down. And you take a little tabletop stretch here, depending on what you're using for your bar. And then we set ourselves up again, left side. Same thing, heels together, toes apart. Whatever variation you need to take. Time to the left leg back. Squeeze the glutes. Hips are squared, so make sure we're not opening the hip. But notice my foot is turned out here. So I lift, squeeze those glutes, and it stays behind my hip. You got this. Keep working. Doing great. You've got 4, 3, 2, last one, lift it up again, hold it, plie with that supporting leg. So it's nice and controlled, so it shouldn't be swinging, it should be along for the ride, right? Ooh, my legs are still shaking. I'm sure you're with me. This is why we usually do this facing the bar. I'm like falling over. Stay with me. 4, 3, 2. You know what's next. From here, we're gonna plie, pulse, plie, pulse, plie, pulse, plie, pulse, plie, pulse, plie, pulse. You have 4. 3, use those glutes. 2, last one. Now you're gonna plie, bonus round. 8, 7, squeeze those glutes. Little pulses with a bent knee. 4, 3, 2, hold it. Drop it down. Bring it back to first. Take a little tabletop. Stretch here, let that head hang. Walk it up. And we've got figure 4 stretch. Then we're hitting the mat. Other side. Then you're probably going to feel one side is tighter than the other. Go ahead, keep the stretch there for a moment longer if you need it. Listen to your body. Go ahead and get your bar out of the way if you're in a position to. Get your mat. Let's finish strong. The end is near. I'm sure you want this class to last forever though, right? It's funny, love-hate relationship. When you're in it, you're hating it. Then you walk out. Well, I mean, not for everybody. But I find with the bar, you either love it or hate it. We all hate it while we're doing it, right? But it's how you feel when you walk out. Wow, I think I'll probably go back again. So, or you're like, yeah, right, not for me. And that's fine. We all have our own thing, right? Head down to the mat. We're going to lower down. Shoulders down, arms by your side. Go ahead, bring those legs 90 degrees. Navel in towards the spine. If you need extra support, go ahead and make a little triangle here. Place it right underneath the pelvis. Otherwise, abs pulled in, lower down, back to 90. So we're only going to go about 45 degrees here. If that's what works for you, you can go as low as you can if that back isn't arching off the mat, right? That's the important thing. Abs are in. Ponytail placement is key here. Mine's a little too low today. I feel like it's messing with my form. Inhale on the way, or exhale on the way up. Inhale. Exhale at the top. Use that core. Don't let the legs take over. Palms pressing into the mat. Shoulders pulling down away from the ears. 8 more. Make sure you don't go into a reverse crunch here either. With control. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now on this last one, hold it here at 90. Curl head, neck, and shoulders off the mat. We've got 10 pulses here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Doing great. 4, 3, 2. Hold. And release it. Now you can stack your hands behind your head. Keep those legs in 90. If it gets to be too much, you can go ahead and bend them. Actually, no, that won't make sense. What am I doing here? So you have an option. Bring the legs about the lower leg about 45 degrees, or plant it into the mat. Here's what we're gonna do. Curl head, neck, and shoulders, and we're gonna add our little rotation here. So up and over towards the opposite leg, keeping elbows wide though. Up and over. So not just over, up and over. And you might be like, what is she talking about? But as you're doing it, lift up and over. That full rotation through the abs. And maybe you're here. Maybe you have to go ahead and plant that foot. That's fine. You're still going to feel it. Keep this leg at 90. Wants to run away on you. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Elbows are wide. 3, 2. Last one. Switch legs. So again, you can do the little scissors or plant that opposite leg. Lifted leg 90 degrees. Here we go. Opposite elbow, opposite knee. Up and over. Almost there. 4, 3, 2, Last one. Now you can go ahead and rest that head. Bring the legs up in that same position. One at 45, one at 90. Crown, head, neck, and shoulders off the mat. We pulse, pulse, and switch. Pulse, pulse. Legs are straight, toes are pointed. Pulse, pulse, and switch. Remember that breath. Don't give up now. We're so close. 8 more. Nice and controlled. Slow it down. Take less reps if you need to. Three more. We got this. Stay strong. Nice and controlled. We're breathing. One more. And then go ahead, release it. Bring those knees into the chest. Give yourself a squeeze. Big inhale and exhale. Maybe gently stir those legs around. And then other direction. And now from here, we're going to go ahead, finish with our plank series that we've been working on. So slowly come up. Side of the mat. Side planks. I always get the mat all sweaty with this one. So you can stay here. Your hips are going to be stacked either way. But if you need to take it down a notch, keep both knees bent. I like to extend my top leg. You can also extend both legs and lift. From here, make sure that forearm's lined up with the shoulder. I'm probably going to slip because I got a little sweaty here. Hips stay stacked, hips stay lifted. I don't want to see any sagging. Lift an arm. 30 seconds would help if I had a timer. Oh, I hate how it does that. I don't know how to turn that off. I'm going to give you an option if you want to add the little crunch under. Oh, come on. 10 seconds. And lower down. Nice job. Now we're in our regular plank position. So whatever one you need to take. We already did a 60-second plank. I'm going to be kind, 30 seconds for this one too, because we still got to do our other side for our side plank. Whatever position you need to get in for that plank, let's do it now. 30 seconds, here we go. Make sure those hips are tucked under. Now, don't have that booty lifting up or sagging down, right? Halfway there, guys, already. Stay with me. Almost done. 30 more seconds of work after this. Whew. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop it down. Press back, child's pose. And then from here, let's get it done. Other side, side plank. Forearm parallel to the mat. Elbow underneath the shoulder. Stacked hips. Whatever variation you need to take. We lift up. 30 seconds. Keep those hips lifted. And if you want to add that little rotation, your hips should stay lifted as you rotate. You can also add that little pulse at the top. Under 10 seconds. Hold it strong. And then stretch city. Ooh. And lower down. Now we're going to come back to that child's pose. Flip over. Press back.
Big inhale and exhale. Now if it feels good, I want you to walk the fingertips over to one side. Make it a half circle. Keep breathing. Slowly back to center. Other side. Back to center again. Thinking about that breath for a moment. Back to tabletop. Now going to our runner's lunge. Go ahead and bring that right leg up, hands frame the foot. You can either keep the knee down or plank position. Hips are squared here. And then if you want to add in that twist, if that feels good for you, go ahead. Sometimes it can be too intense. And then slowly bring that leg back to meet the other one. Other side. And again, if you want to add the twist, maybe you can only hold it for a little bit and then you have to go back. That's fine too. And then slowly bring it back and come to seated. Bottoms of the feet together, taking our time, breathing, breathing, breathing. You can go ahead and grab the tops of the toes or the ankles, whatever's easier or feels the best, right? Elbows in towards the thigh. Big inhale and exhale over the feet. And then from here, go ahead and extend the right leg out. Bring the left side in. That hip's anchored into the mat. Nice lateral flexion, so try not to lean over. Think side to side. Try and keep that shoulder from creeping up. We're just reaching through the fingertips. Should feel a nice lower back stretch here too. Slowly back to center, release. Other side. Hip anchored into the mat. And then come back to center, extend that leg out. Now, option to flex the feet as you come down. Might be too intense for you. You can go ahead and either relax them or point them if that feels better. Lower down on the forearms, pelvis is rock slightly forward. Maybe here's good, maybe you can go a little bit deeper. And just breathe into the stretch, don't force it. And then go ahead and walk the fingertips back in. And we're going to slowly make our way to standing. Taking our time, no rush. Don't want to strain anything. We're cooling everything down from that hard work. When you get to the top, you want to take one more reach. Straight legs reaching towards the mat. Maybe hands only make it to the shins. Maybe you can make it down to the mat, whatever feels comfortable. And then again, if it's comfortable, interlace those fingers, let the arms fall naturally. Maybe shake the head, yeah, no. And yes, if it's comfortable. And then with a small bend in the knee, use those arms to pull yourself up. As we get to the top, squeeze those shoulder blades, press the fist down. Gazing towards the ceiling. And release. We come to our wide second, taking our final plie, taking that time to reflect on how we carved out time for ourselves today and how hard our body works for us. Plie down. Second position arms, and then we bring the hands together to the heart. And it's optional, you can go ahead and releve here. We're just going to take a moment. We carve this time to move our bodies today. Maybe you have kids running around you, pets, lots of distractions, but you did you today. You took that time to move and stretch your body. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed the class. I'll see you guys on Wednesday, and I hope I'll see some of you when we can finally see each other in person at the real official bar in the studio. Have a great day.